Hey everyone, Dash Attack here. And man, oh man, am I starting to get Switch 2 buyer's remorse. Oh my god. Nintendo, you're just awful, Nintendo. This is, this really made me mad. Really, really made me mad. They are trying to destroy Palworld because it offered them competition. It Their games were sucking. Palworld came with an alternative and offered players a new experience. And instead of making better Pokemon games, they've tried to throttle this game with frivolous lawsuits and patents. So we're going to read Palworld's message about changes they've had to make in the game regarding the lawsuit, changes to Palworld, and the future. We would like to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation for the continued support of our fans over the past few months. We apologize for not being able to share as much information as we would like, but we trust our fans understand how difficult it is to be fully transparent while litigation is ongoing. Currently, we remain involved in prodigal legal proceedings regarding alleged patent infringement. We continue to dispute these claims and assert individuality of patents in question. However, we have had to make certain compromises in order to avoid disruption of the development and distribution of Palworld. On November 30th, 2024, we released patch 0.3.11 for Palworld. This patch removed the ability to summon pals by throwing pal spheres and instead changed it to a static summon next to the player. Several other game mechanics were also changed with this patch. As many have speculated, these changes were indeed the result of ongoing litigation. Everyone here at Pocketpair was disappointed that these adjustments had to be made, and we fully understand that many players feel the same frustration. Unfortunately, as the alternative would have led to an even greater deterioration of gameplay experience for players, it was determined that this change was necessary. Furthermore, we regret to inform our players that with the implementation of patch 0.5.5, we must make yet another compromise from this patch onward. Gliding will be performed using a glider rather than with pals. Pals in the player's team will still provide passive buffs to gliding, but players will now need to have a glider in their inventory in order to glide. We understand that this will be disappointing for many, just as it is for us, but we hope our fans understand that these changes are necessary in order to prevent further disruptions to the development of Palworld. We also want to extend our apologies to our fans for the discomfort and concern this ongoing litigation has caused. We remain committed to developing Palworld and delivering exciting new content to our fans. On behalf of everyone at Pocketpair and Team Palworld, thank you again for continuing support.
The fuck?
All Nintendo had to do was innovate and change the Pokemon games and change the direction of the Pokemon games. That's all they had to do. And they refused to do it. So Palworld came along, and now they're trying to throttle this game and pick on a smaller studio that offered a better product than them. And for that reason, they are shit. So, in response, I have suggested that people just not get the new Pokemon game. I know some people have said they're going to be boycotting the Switch 2 outright. I already purchased mine. It wasn't going to be hard for me to boycott that thing anyway. I'd probably have to get it down the line anyway, and I needed a new Switch. But holy crap, do I feel dirty? Do I feel dirty? This is like a big betrayal on Nintendo's part. They've done scummy things in the past. Nothing this scummy. This is the scummiest thing Nintendo has ever done, to my knowledge. This guy says, you guys need to start reaching out to Microsoft and Blizzard Flying unmounted creatures is not owned by Nintendo, no matter what the Japanese court says. Yeah, also, Final Fantasy XIV, mounted creatures, riding. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't even know why they're doing this. Like, there's no way Nintendo has any grounds to do this. They can't. Yet they changed the game because, I don't know, it makes their legal case better and they can still sell. Oh my god, I need to read up on Japanese law. And let's not forget the push for $80 games. Okay? But something interesting also came out today. Mafia the Old Country is going to cost $50. The base standard version, I assume, is going to cost $50, which is lower than what a AAA game normally costs. I'm suspecting that the success of Claire Obscure might and the recent flops of other AAA games, I believe the price of games might actually go down. Certain ones, the smart ones. EA also said, let's see, I had a tweet somewhere, can't find it, but EA apparently has also promised they're not going to be raising their game prices to 80. That'd be interesting. Oh, wait, here's the tweet. It was a Grums tweet. Yeah, so this is Grums talking about the EA. The fundamentals have changed. Looks like EA is figuring it out. Cup this with Mafia. Companies might start lowering prices to compete with Nintendo. And someone made a great observation. This is Mafia horseback riding. This is Mario Kart. Oh my god, this is supposed to be $80, by the way. Wow. Credo says, I like Nintendo, but this shit is completely fucked. Pokemon does not own, nor did it create the ability to fly on creatures in games. This is not protecting their IP. This is bullying a smaller company that embarrassed them. True that. Like, people were asking about, people were accusing Palworld of ripping off designs. The lawsuit has nothing to do with the designs. They're pushing them on mechanics that have been in other games. Mafia Country is only $50. The trend of more affordable, cheap, lower cost games that are 40 to 50 keeps going. Yeah, I hope this trend continues. Yeah. Screw Nintendo. Screw Doug Bowser. Screw his DEI doubling down. Just screw. Nintendo needs a reckoning, man. They need another Wii U moment. They need another Wii U moment, and they need to get humbled, and they need to get humbled fast. Thank you all for watching this video. I'm Dash Attack. I'll see you all next time.